on the part 2 of the Karma book. Um, we began choosing product over processes, destination over journey, karma over yoga, knowledge over knowing. They were so We are so beguiled by the consequences of their action that they began to see their life as a means to end. So, in this process, he just explains. Uh, I think most of the time we did also comment to this that you need to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, or your destination of each and everything what you experience. The moment you stand apart, you create divisions between root, stem, and the fruit, between past, present, and future. Now you have the birth of time, and with this, bondage begins. Wonderful. My wish is that is, my wish is that your dreams should be shattered. Only then you will be something larger than the memory manifests in your life. My wish is to your dream should be shattered. Only when then it will become your life become larger than your memory of the life. If you washed away all your karma, you would exist your body. Okay, if you washed away all your karma, you would exit this body very instant. Your software is not the problem. It turns into a problem only if it becomes the ruling factor of your life. We spun so much in this cocoon of configurement around ourselves, and now you can't fly free. You have become your own jailer. Okay, so in a second part, it's pretty much of the 6th chapter. In most cultures of the world, people have been told that God determines the course of their life. They must therefore look up to God. But in the East, we said there is nothing to look up to in a round planet that is spinning. What is up, anyways? Your karma was created by you, and it is knowingly or unknowingly being created by you every moment of your life. Karma is therefore an invitation to look within. Look within, not upward. An unconscious life seems to be easy because you don't have to do anything other than live by your patterns and compulsions. But the unconscious life will not unfold the way you wanted it to be. It is at the mercy of the compulsions. A conscious life, on the other hand, will unfold in the best possible way for you. Karma means that you are capable of being at your best and doing your best in this lifetime. Karma means that you are capable of doing at your best and doing your best in this very lifetime. You are going to seek the very source of creation within you when you look within. If you touch the very source of life, you are available to grace and your entire life becomes divine. If you touch the very source of life, you are available to the grace and your entire life becomes divine. Inner journey can only be undertaken alone. Inner journey can only be taken alone. So it's your journey, not somebody else's journey. So make sure you have destined to reach somewhere far beyond where your circumstances you surrounded by. Inner world, everybody walks alone. The way out of the karmic web: physical body, mental body, energy body, etheric body, and the bliss body. Okay, that's too much deep. Are you running your own life, or is it running you? It's something that we should ask. Are you running your own life, or is it running you? If actions create bondage, it is karma. If action creates freedom, it is karma yoga. If you perform action miserably, it is karma. If you perform action joyfully and effortlessly, it is karma yoga. Okay, this is a nice story he illustrates, so let's read that. On a certain day, three men were walking on a side. A passerby came and asked him, the first man, "What are you doing?" A man looked up and said, "Hey, are you blind? Can't you see I am cutting a stone?" This passerby went to the second man and asked the same question. "What do you think I am doing?" Growled the second man, "And I'm trying to earn my living. I need to fill my belly." And the passerby went to the third man and asked him again, "What are you doing?" The man stood up in a great joy and he said, "I'm building a glorious temple." So all three of them are cutting the stones, but then three people had a different stories. All three men were doing the same work. For the first man, his work was simply cutting a stone. For the second man, his work was simply means to complete his livelihood for him and his family. For the third man, his work was an opportunity to create something beautiful that he cared deeply. That's how the pivotal issue was. Every single act in your life can be like this. It is not the content of your life that matters, it's the context of your life that does. It's not the content of your life that matters, it's the context of your life. It means you do it with wholehearted involvement and in the process help create a more joyful world you will create wherever you go. It's nice, actually wonderful lesson to apply or think or reflect. Never look up to anyone, never look down on anyone. If people practice this simple sadhana, they would see everything just the way it is. If you look up to someone, you will exaggerate their positive qualities. If you look down on someone, you will exaggerate their negative qualities. But if you simply look, not for something, but just look, you will see the things as they are, which is the beauty. There is nothing as unbearable as someone doing something for you because they believe it is their duty. When your activity is such a suffering, you will create much suffering around you. If you can work joyfully, you should do it 24 hours of the day. If you can't, it's better you stop it. Most of the things this goes to our workplaces. Be active every moment of your life. Even for one moment, if you are in a deep embrace with creation, the source of creation is not far away. It becomes a living experience of you. It is quite simple to live. Whether you walk or a dance, work or play, cook or sing, just do it with a total attention and awareness. Do it with how to live a life. Whether you walk or dance, work or play, cook or sing, just do it with a total attention and awareness. This is something that we discussed also in earlier chapters, being in present moment. Most people don't even know who they are, but they have opinions about everything. This is something that we can relate to many people around us. Most people don't even know who they are, but have opinions about everything. So it happened. This is a nice story also. I really liked it when I was reading it. So it may relate to you. So it happened. Two priests were standing with a signboard. Two priests, right? Two priests. So they're just in a priest, probably different part of the world wear different kind of clothes. Okay, let's say priest is standing when a speeding car came, and they have a sign saying that end is near on their the blackboard or maybe some kind of a sign says end is near, turn around before it's too late. So that was the sign. A speeding car came along. The driver saw the sign and stuck his head out and window and yelled, "Leave us alone, you religious nuts!" And then he just pressed the pedal on. He turned the corner. The priest heard a loud noise with a huge crash. One of the priests turned and the other said, "Maybe we should have just had the signboard on the saying that bridge is finished or bridge is out." The problem with the spirituality is that wrong signs have been shown to you far too long. People have talked too much about mental awareness. There is no such thing. Mental alertness is not awareness. Mental alertness will help you to enhance your ability to survive in this world. The mind is useful faculty of discernment essential for survival but not existential consequence. So the sign is something to laugh, anyways. Action that is born of restlessness is life taking, not life giving. A spiritual person is one who has found action in inaction and inaction in action. A spiritual person is the one who has found action in inaction, inaction in action. So there is one sadhana before we complete this part, and then we'll come back quickly. Be consciously involved with everything around you: the food you eat, the water you drink, the earth you walk upon, the air you breathe, the people around you. Your presence evokes the noblest and sweetest emotions within you. Jesus, Buddha, or anyone else you value most highly in your life, then try looking upon everyone and everything around you with the same gaze. If this is hard to sustain, give yourself hourly reminders on your cell phone. A simple chant or a mantra or a tune could remind you this. If God comes before you, the same involvement you should have. The frog comes before you, same involvement. I am not talking to the frog that turns into a prince upon a kiss, just as a frog. It may seem challenging at the start, but once you start living or managing like your life like this, you will see that just 24 hours you are capable of becoming an unimaginably blissful human being. It's nothing but he clearly mentions again, respecting each and every living. It's not about the human being. You should have the same, uh, like he mentions, whether a god is right in front of you or as a frog is right in front of you, you should have same equal vision to look in and respect. So let's, okay, at least you can practice this with the human beings, and you are looking just because, just to look and experience instead of finding, looking for something to find. So that's pretty much about this sadhana. And once again, if I tell you, keep telling that it's a wonderful book to read, and then I hope that will help you to do better in what you do. In terms of maybe this book will not give you $1 million at this point of time, but the content what you have, if you really practice this slowly, it will definitely help you to become something better, um, or people around you, or for you, most importantly. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.